All of my life, I've been studying the stock market, and over the years, I've mastered all the trading techniques. My knowledge is unsurpassed, and my predictions are always right. So far, I've made a fortune from the stock market. But today, I'm about to make my biggest trade yet. After extensive research, I've concluded that Tesla's stock price will blow up tomorrow. I'm investing everything I have in their company. I've sold my car, my house, and borrowed all the money I could. Call me crazy, but I have absolute confidence in my success. All of my afternoon, I've been working at McDonald's, and over the several hours, I've mastered all the flipping techniques. My knowledge is unsurpassed. But that's enough about me. I bet you're wondering about Elon Musk. How does he keep getting away with all of this? Well, let's take a closer look. As a billionaire, you need to act responsibly, which is exactly why Elon Musk only shitposts on Twitter. Imagine if he did that in real life. Well, except for the time he launched a car into space, or sold flamethrowers for fun, or dug a tunnel under a city, or anyways, he can do whatever he wants. The problem is though, that Elon Musk gets a little bit too carried away sometimes, especially on Twitter. And being a famous person, if you're not careful, it's easy to make small mistakes, like accidentally hurting someone's feelings, or if you're Elon Musk, accidentally committing highly illegal securities fraud. We'll get into this. But the point is, for a long time, no one tried to stop Elon Musk. Not until he actually did something illegal. In 2018, he posted a tweet saying that Tesla was going private. Everyone's shares would be bought out at $4.20. Now, knowing Elon Musk, this could have been another one of his shitposts. But Tesla's stock price ended up surging 10% because of this one tweet. Okay, so you're probably starting to see why there's a problem here. And that is, we all should have bought a bunch of Tesla shares before this happened. But anyways, the more concerning issue is when the SEC got involved. They figured out that Elon's tweet was false and misleading. He didn't actually have the means to take the company private. Even if it was a joke, Elon technically manipulated the market with false information. That is what we call securities fraud, and it's a very big no-no. Because of this, both Elon Musk and Tesla were fined $20 million. Also, Elon was removed from his position as the chairman of Tesla, although he was still the CEO. Seems pretty harsh to me, but the most devastating punishment was that Elon Musk was no longer allowed to tweet whatever he wanted. Instead, he now has to get his tweets approved by a committee. But look on the bright side, Elon now has an entire group to help improve his shitposts. At this point, a normal person would have just listened to the SEC and moved on. No one wants to get in trouble with the government. But you see, Twitter is Elon's domain. On this website, the government gets in trouble with Elon Musk. Literally in the following week, with no remorse, Elon directly targeted the SEC with an insult. But that's not all. During an interview, he straight up said that he didn't respect the SEC.
I want to be clear, I do not respect the SEC. I do not respect them.
It's like Elon wasn't even scared of them. Almost as if he's a billionaire who builds rockets and cars and leads humanity towards a brighter future. But fast forward several months, Elon clearly doesn't care, and he breaks the rules again. He posted another tweet talking about Tesla's production estimates. Well, turns out that the SEC didn't like this either. Look, I could go on and on about who was right and who was wrong. But in the end, Elon Musk not only got away with this, but they loosened the restrictions on his Twitter account. He pretty much won the battle at this point. Thankfully, their feud was now over. I'm hoping that he learned a lesson after all that's happened. Next time, he should be more careful about his actions. Wait, you think I'm talking about Elon Musk? No, I'm talking about the guy at the SEC. You better watch yourself. Elon Musk is still angry, and it's your fault since you try to take away his Twitter. In fact, to this day, Elon continues to trash talk the SEC in front of his 37 million followers. Even as I was working on this video, he literally told them to go suck his cock. But to be fair, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, his entire fan base already does that. But what better way to piss off the SEC than by saying that your company's stock price is too high? Elon must have also been too high, because shares tumbled right after this tweet. Not to mention that he could get sued again. But I think the SEC gave up at this point. You just have to accept that Elon Musk isn't bound by human laws. He's just an alien who wants to go back to Mars. Also, remember that $20 million fine both Elon and Tesla had to pay? Well, Elon felt bad that his company was getting fined for something he did. So he bought an extra $20 million worth of Tesla shares, just to make up for it. Well, guess what? Today, those shares are worth over $100 million. That means Elon Musk made over $60 million from the SEC settlement. You honestly can't win any harder than this. But let's take a step back. So far, we've only scratched the surface. On top of the SEC, Elon gets in trouble with many other government agencies. I guess it makes sense, because geniuses like him excel in everything, including crime. For example, after smoking weed on the Joe Rogan podcast, the US Air Force got involved. Even though it's legal in California, Elon's company, SpaceX, is a military contractor, so the Air Force conducted a thorough investigation to ensure that SpaceX employees were not doing drugs. But it quickly ended when they realized it was literally just Elon Musk. There was also that time when Tesla's main factory closed due to the pandemic, but Elon wanted to reopen it. So obviously, his first concern was, how could I do this in the most controversial way possible? Oh, I know. Let's sue the local government for not letting us open, threaten to move the factory somewhere else, and then break the law by reopening anyways. Well, Elon made such a big scene that even the president supported him. In the end, the local government just let him reopen the factory. Also, don't even get me started on how he named his child, or any of his other Twitter controversies. It's pretty clear at this point that Elon Musk does whatever he wants. So, after conducting all of this research, I finally understand the mind of Elon Musk. Now, I can predict Tesla's stock price with pinpoint accuracy. I'm going all in with the money I've saved. And I'll see you next time in my brand new Lamborghini.
I am going to be talking about how to make money selling content, how to do an OnlyFans. Making an OnlyFans was probably one of the best decisions that I ever made.